This is the Lego Batcave. Well, my Lego Batcave. Combining all three of the Batman Lego sets, I've created the ultimate Batcave. Batman has a lot of bat somethings. Batarangs, Batmobiles, Batwings, Batcomputers, Batjail. Today we'll take a look at some of these bat somethings as well as a bunch of other mods that I packed into the Batcave and the play features to go along with it. So starting in the middle, I didn't really have a lot of work to do in this middle area because I wanted it to function essentially the same from the original set. I wanted it to work as a landing pad or essentially a parking spot. So the only mod that I did, which really didn't entail any extra work, was making sure my little Lego Batwing would fit comfortably. And as you can see, it sits in here just fine with a little bit of wiggle room on either side as well as up top above it. And if you haven't seen my video over this custom Batwing made out of 2 Batmobiles, check out the video linked in the description below. Speaking of above the Batwing, let's take a look at this little security system I worked into the Batcave. So this little tidbit that you see here is a 2-in-1 security system that provides video surveillance, and as well it's a defense cannon with this little barrel off to the side here. We have the 1x1 clear tile up front to represent the camera's lens, and as I mentioned earlier, the defense cannon with this barrel on the side here. And we know bats doesn't kill, so this doesn't have any lethal rounds in it, but it does have non-lethals and vehicle disabling rounds. Positioned conveniently above the landing pad, so in case anybody tries to steal this Batwing, they're not going to get very far. And the last thing to go over down the middle, the bridge. And the only thing I can think that I did was maybe changing up some of these bricks here, maybe adding this tiling on top. There was nothing I really needed to do to improve it or change it. It was a bridge doing bridge things. It's down the staircases on either side of the bridge where the real work starts. We'll go ahead and start on the left side with the newly relocated Batcomputer. So over here on the left side you can see the newly located Batcomputer, and I gotta say I like this area much better. I really wasn't a fan of the Batcomputer build on the original set and how it sat in the center of these tracks, so you couldn't put the Batmobile and the Batcomputer in that area at the same time. And I know I could just take the Batcomputer out, but then I have a large Batcomputer build just sitting loose on my desk somewhere. I like to keep all my builds together as much as possible, so this mod remedied all that. Now I can fit my Batmobile down the middle, and my large Batcomputer build remains on the side completely untouched, and it's never moving. Moving just a little bit. We'll talk about that later. Right now I just have a few GCPD officers, and they've broken into the Batcave and they're trying to get into the Batcomputer, but I'm going to go ahead and get them and their accessories out of there so we can take a better look at it. With everyone taken out, now we can get a much better look at the Batcomputer. We have one main monitor in the middle with another folding one down the middle as well, and then a monitor on either side that folds out. And don't worry guys, I saw this problem just as quickly as you, and I was able to quickly solve it with just a few tiles. Now the Batcomputer fully extends out, and you can make full use of this area without running into anything. And then mounted just underneath the Batcomputer, we have the keyboard and the magnifying glass to decipher the Riddler's letters. And surrounding the Batcomputer is just a small guardrail so nobody accidentally falls in the way of the Batwing. And a small little feature of the guardrail, this clip that makes up the decorative looking corner can also be used as a clip as it should be and make it look like things are resting on the rail. Like we saw earlier when that GCPD officer set their handgun down on the railing. And over here off to the side is just a small little equipment stand. Underneath the staircase on this left side, we just have a little bit of piping detail. It almost looks like a maintenance area. It might even be a little hard to see because of the lighting, but we just have some miscellaneous piping detail in that back corner, and then that big open storage bin right in front. I like to think of this area as a little bit of a secretive entrance. You have to turn this valve just enough to be able to open the secret entrance into the Batcave. Some of you guys probably already spotted this mechanism when we were going over the landing pad earlier. It's just a few droid arms on some clipped bits that allows this door to fold open and up. When I built the original Batcave set, I had no idea what this area was for. Even looking at pictures online, I still don't have any clue what you're meant to use it for. So if any of you guys can enlighten me in the comments down below what this area was supposed to be, please do. Back up and over the bridge to the other side, we're coming across the workshop area. So here we have the workshop, or what I'm calling the Batshop. Listen, don't blame me, alright? Bruce set this precedent so many years ago. I don't know why we're naming everything Bat something, but it just doesn't make sense. Batshop? That could be anything. That could be a web shop. You could sell stuff. But no, it's a workshop. I moved this little computer build that was on the original set on the other side over to this side to integrate it into the workshop area. I as well added a small clip on the side so you can dock that little cell phone piece. Up top against the wall we have the tool rack from the original set. I really liked this build and I didn't see any reason to get rid of it, and I couldn't fit it anywhere else. So I kept that on those posts there, and then I've added a workbench underneath it and then on the side of it here. On this workbench I have a little lamp to light up the 2 workstations and a few little bar pieces on the end for some extra detail. And then an empty shelf underneath the workbench in case you need a little bit of extra storage aside from the tool rack. And then this other workbench doesn't have much going on it. It just has this little clip bit on that stud with the bar sticking out and a little jumper. And then using these L-shaped smooth pieces, I've added a small shelf on the front side and then a little bit of a backboard on the back side so nothing falls off the back of the shelf. With a minifigure working at the workbench, the tool rack is sitting just a little too high for them to be able to grab any of those tools realistically. So in the event that a minifigure needed to grab a tool that was way up high, I created a small little ladder build just for that. So now your figs are able to climb the ladder and grab whatever tool they need. If you want to get a little bit more high tech with it and you don't want to use the ladder, I removed the bottom set of clips, so now the entire tool rack can shift up and down on command whenever the user needs one of the tools. The whole idea with this area is that it's kind of the workshop like we mentioned earlier, so you can do a lot of work on the workbenches, apply your mods to your vehicle that you're upgrading, and then you can go to the computer to check out your results. And then off to the side, I kept this little side build from the original set. All I did was hang the motorcycle helmet off of it. But that still fits snug on the side right there, and this section still folds out no problem. And now that we finished up with the Batshop, we can move on to the last bat something that this set has, Bat Jail. So Bat Jail is pretty much unchanged from the original set. You can see I have the Riddler laying in there no problem with that same little removable wall piece right here. And quickly removing our minifigure, we can take a look at the one mod that I did inside. I gave him a pillow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this build. It was really fun combining all three of the sets from a singular movie to create one mega set. And if you guys would like to see a video over these extra 2 bat vehicles, let me know down in the comments below and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions for any future alternate builds or mods that you guys would like me to do, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, fellas.